What is going on, Adventure Nation? We are live at a little bit different time today, and we're doing that because we're bringing people on from around the world, not all over the world. We skipped a couple of countries. We couldn't figure out how to get 180 countries on all at once, and we only have people watching us from about, I don't know, 3 countries, really. So
yeah, it's pretty cool actually that we're gonna get to talk to other people. And like I was just telling them, it's like I do have a hard time with accents, so I have a hard time understanding people with accents. I know I have one, but I have a hard time understanding.
People have a hard time understanding you as well.
Yes, exactly. So it's gonna be a little bit challenging for me, maybe to sometimes keep up with the conversation.
Right. So if you guys can just chime back, if you can hear us all. Karen in the Jersey Shore, Tim in San Diego, of course, Kevin's here, Tom and Faye and Jose and Belafato's here, Brenda Bingo, Lorena is here, and everybody's here. So awesome.
I can hear our voices.
You can hear our voices?
Like coming from a speaker.
Oh, yeah. If you can hear our voices, then I guess everybody else can hear us too.
Yeah. I'm assuming.
Cool. Ralph Fairbanks is in the house. Hey, guys. Cheryl Bennett, Mark and Cheryl. I can't go through everybody, but Farah and Mark and Fred and who else is in there? Randy and Deb's in the house. Mila in the house. Okay, we have Robyn Ali joining us. Robyn Ali will be with you guys in just a second. We'll bring everybody out in just a little while. So sounds like everybody can hear us loud and clear.
It's like, I hope everybody's doing good in your... It's not isolation, in your self-quarantine.
Yeah, it's...
But that at this point,
I don't like to use the word quarantine, really.
I know, because we're past the 14 days. We have been already...
Yeah, even that. We'll get into all of that kind of stuff. So the only one missing so far is, of course, the one that we would expect to be missing, which is my son, Shawn. Yes. I don't know if my phone... Let me grab my phone and see if he's texting us at all.
Just to have hope. Come on, Paul. You know better. So yeah, we have people from Mexico. Well, not from Mexico, but actually tuning from Mexico and UK and South Africa and UK as well. So we have people from all around the world today. Different schedules. That was hard to manage. That's why this early. You know, guys, we do the live usually later, but that's why we did it this early, so we could have people from all around the place. So that's pretty cool, I think. And if you can put on the chat also, where are you tuning from? I know a lot of you. Oh my God, Adel from Saudi Arabia. That's awesome. I know a lot of you guys from Kansas, Northern Ireland. That's amazing.
My son is up. We're just trying to get him a link.
I thought you're supposed to be ready and saying that.
I sent him to link twice. He just did not get it. So.
And guys, we were going to do this outdoors and beautiful outdoors and everything, but all of a sudden just start pouring rain. So people from this area is like, you can confirm that, because I know you guys, Orlando, Jose Sosa mentioned like it has been pouring rain in Orlando. The same thing here. So that's why we have to move everything last minute inside, because it was just pouring like crazy. And we start getting like all the lightning warning too. I see. I knew it. Turn off the speaker down. We're having double an echoey.
We can't turn off our speakers. I don't know where it's coming from. It might be coming from someone else who's not wearing headphones.
Oh.
If you folks that are on, if you guys have a set of headphones where you can plug in and then just kind of toss it between the two of you, then that's probably what it is.
Oh, I think I was the one with the problem.
You were the one with the problem? Oh, because you were playing it on your phone.
I was the guilty one.
Well, no,
I'm the one
I don't
telling him, he's like, you need to check on this and check on this, and it's me.
I don't think that was it though. We'll find out, because that might be an issue. If you wind up, we'll figure it out.
And then, oh my God, guys, this weather has been crazy. We have been on the 90 degrees with humidity, super hot, and the next day was 70 degrees, super cold. So it has been crazy. But you guys on the north, I think you have crazier weather than we do. Like, you guys got snow already again. Mm-hmm. So while we're boiling down here, you guys got snow.
Yep. Okay, cool. So let's start bringing our special guests on here. And we're going to start with what, again, I'm not a huge geography guy, so I don't know exactly who's the furthest away, but I'm thinking it's Mirka. So we're going to start.
I don't know.
We're going to start with South Africa, and we're going to bring Mirka on, and then we'll go from there. Hey, Mirka.
Hi, from the other side.
Yeah, so Mirka is coming all the way from South Africa, and the only town I know in South Africa is Cape Town. Are you from Cape Town?
No, I'm around 300 and something kilometers away.
Darn it, that's a long way away.
I don't know it in miles, but kilometers.
220,
yeah.
220 or something like that. So,
yeah.
All right, cool. And is that northeast, northwest of Cape Town? Where is it?
Right, let me think. When you are east.
It's east. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm on the garden route. On the garden route. It's the most picturesque area in the Cape, apparently. In George.
Hopefully very one cool. of these days we come and visit you. So you can.
Oh yeah, you must. You must.
Yeah, we'll just put the RV on a ferry and come over.
Oh, great! Yeah.
I don't think we're doing
that. Was Big Freya just on a ferry.
Big
that
Freya.
Would be a little bit too much, I think.
Yep. So Mirka has been a longtime viewer, and I reached out to her and asked, okay, what did you send to Facebook? Oh, that was my mom. Sorry. I sent something to my mom.
Oh, great. So I have a question for you. Is like, how are things going over there with this whole coronavirus thing? How are people taking it over there?
Well, look, we've got a complete lockdown. We're not allowed to go on the street. We're not allowed to walk our dog. We're not allowed to jog, cycle, nothing. The only thing we can do is leave home, and that's only one person. We can leave home, drive to the shop to get essentials, go to the doctor or to the pharmacy, and that's it. They've had roadblocks, and they've been stopping people, fining people, even people have been locked up. The only problem we have here is the poor people in the shanty towns. You call it shanty town by you. But the poor people are getting hit the worst because they run out of money because they can't work, so they're not getting a salary. So I just listened to a news forecast, and it's just a town about 30 kilometers away from us, and the people are begging for food, and they're going out, and this town has got the highest infections, 17 in this area. And it's because the people are out and about begging for food and things like that. So the mayor has got a plan under his belt now to try and get these people, to get them food, which will last them for a month for a family of 5. So the poorest of poorest are getting hit the worst, but we still very low.
I think that's on every country, right? It's like, doesn't matter how wealthy the country is or how poor the country is, always the most affected are the people with less money.
Yes,
like I was hearing from even my mom about Mexico that they just extended quarantine from the April 30th to May 30th, so another month. But the government is not giving them any help whatsoever. So everybody's on their own over there. So yeah, everybody's getting affected.
The thing is, they're not allowed. We're not allowed to sell alcohol, cigarettes, non-essential stuff. So now they've been asking the president to let alcohol be sold and cigarettes, and he said no, because the thing is, there's a lot of alcoholism among the poor, and I think it's in every country. They seem to just spend money on alcohol, so they basically don't want them to waste their money, what they have, on alcohol and cigarettes, rather food for the family.
Right. That's always a tough one.
Yeah, look, it's difficult here. And some of them just don't understand, There's been things like, oh, but I'm black, I come from this country, I can't get the virus. That virus is from white people from over the sea, and they will get it.
Right. And a lot of misinformation.
And also the president keeps on telling them, this virus doesn't care what color you are, where you come from, what's your religion. It doesn't care. It affects every single person. But they just don't want to unfortunately, it's a shocking thing.
Right.
Well, the one thing I just noticed is that, well, I'm glad that I'm well stocked on my wine, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about your alcohol here.
And you don't worry about your Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper, I don't think we're going to run out.
Pretty well set on that respect.
Right.
Oh, have you got one there? A Dr. Pepper?
I'm drinking water right now, which is...
What?
No.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, you don't get Dr. Pepper by us. Paul.
Oh, is that right?
Paul.
No Dr. Pepper in South Africa?
No Dr. Pepper. No.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
we went to this shop. Wait, I went to the shop and I look at the shelf and there's Dr. Pepper. I was like, oh, I've got to get it. I must figure out why Paul loves Dr. Pepper. So I've got one here. I've kept one. And I thought I'll drink it with you.
Oh no!
So now you have to get.
Oh yeah, I do have one. Okay, well, and then let's start bringing other people on too. But I'm gonna hold on. I'll do one with.
Well, I was just gonna tell you, you're not missing too much. It tastes like coffee syrup.
Oh, it does not.
That's how it tastes like to me.
It
does not.
Cherry. It tastes like cherry.
Okay.
All right,
Marka, here we go. Here we go,
oh,
girl.
Do you get it in a bottle? Oh,
well, we can get it in a bottle too. Yeah. So here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
I did with water, I guess.
All right. Thanks. Okay. Cool. So next up, let's bring on this other crazy bastard from overseas here, and another gentleman from the UK. He's been a long-time viewer, and let's bring out Mr. Aid Collins. You guys all know Aid Collins, of course, from the chats.
We're like, oh, finally have met you.
Uh-oh.
We cannot hear you, Aid.
We can't hear you, Aid.
You might be mute.
Did you mute yourself?
I muted it.
Ah, there you go.
Good evening, all. How are you all doing?
Good.
He has been
it's not bad.
Yeah,
it's crazy here. We've got crazy people keep doing things like going out and having family barbecues and things. Right. And then we got the police going, please don't do that, and lock it up, and please put it out, and don't do it again. It's just crazy things. And
now, are you guys on total lockdown as well, where you can't go out and drive around at all?
No, you can go out. You can walk your dog. You can go out and get an hour's daily exercise. You can go out and do all your main shopping you need to do. Doctors, health services, anything like that you need to do, you can go. There's no family gatherings. You can't have family come down and visit you. You can't go and visit them or friends. It's a complete lockdown, and it's been extended as from yesterday for another 3 weeks. So we've got another 3 weeks. So it's going to go. Everybody's reckoning it's going to be at least another 9 weeks. At least the 12 weeks in total that we're going to do. So we're going to have the full 12-week lockdown, which is fine. If I have any issues or whatever, I'll phone one of my sons and go, Dad needs some shopping and I don't really want to go out. And they'll go, are you all right, Daddy? Yeah, I'm fine. The only cough I've got is my smoker's cough, so I'm fine. I'm not coughing or anything. I'm just doing social distancing, e.g. I'm not going out unless I really have to. And just not bump into people, because I went to go for a walk yesterday, and I thought, the park, we've got a nice little park down the road. It's got a little pond in the middle, so I thought I'll go and have a walk down the park. There was 15 joggers, about 30 dog walkers, and I was like, I'm not going around there. That's just too dangerous. I got one person cough, and I'm going to go, no, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. You can't even clear your throat in public right now, and people are like,
I know. The other day, we had to go to Home Depot because something broke here. We need to replace it, and we did the line, and you have to space yourself, and they only allowed so many people inside the store at the time. And anyway, we were inside, and it was freezing. The AC, the air conditioner here in the US is just always crazy when you go into a store. And what happens to me all the time is that when I go to very cold places, I start getting the chills and I start sneezing.
Uh-oh.
And oh my God, it's like I start getting the chills, and I tell Paul I want to sneeze, but there's people around us. They're gonna kick me out of here. It's like, and I sneeze, and literally people just stare at me like, "What the hell are you doing here? If you're sneezing?" And it's like, it's just the air conditioner.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Aid,
thank you for joining us, Aid. We're gonna bring on our next person.
Go for it.
This is going to get more and more chaotic. So they are also from the UK. Robyn Ali Wehbe. We met this couple in Las Vegas
Vegas
the last time we were there. Robyn Ali, how you doing?
Hi.
How you doing, guys?
Hi.
Now, Robyn Ali, do you know Aid?
No.
No.
Oh, you guys don't live in the same neighborhood?
Everybody.
No.
I thought
knows each
everybody in
other
the
there.
UK knew each other.
Oh my god.
We're small. We're not that small.
Now here's near Dudley Castle. Where are you guys? Are you guys near there?
Ada know where we are. We're in Swindon, which is about 70 miles west of London.
Oh, I know where you are.
Swindon. All right, cool. And so obviously you're experiencing the same thing Aid is experiencing, their complete lockdown there.
Yeah, it is a complete lockdown. I've never seen so many people out exercising. It's, every time you look out the window, there's different people going out for walks and things. I've never seen so many people out.
Boredom.
Well, yeah, really is. Yeah.
So when was it we met you guys in Vegas? Was it August of last year?
October.
October.
We were still there. Oh, that's right. We were still there.
Yeah, going through all.
Through the gas
Yeah,
tank
you were
stuff and all
doing
that kind of stuff.
become an American.
Yeah, Lori had just
Yeah.
become an American, so that was really cool. And so you guys happened to be in Vegas the same time we were, so we happened to be able to hook up and get together and have a dinner. So obviously we can't do that anymore. This is as close as we can get. So now we
were listening at the comedian, and the comedian was saying about like how everybody going to work, like he's going to work, and which is they were at home watching TV all the time or Netflix all the time, and now that they have the chance, now all of a sudden everybody wants to be outdoorsy. Everybody wants to go,
or
out
everyone
and
loves
do
their job and
something.
wants their job back.
Yeah, exactly.
And the kids want to go back to school. Can you believe it?
Right. It's crazy. So we've got another couple that we're bringing on. You guys know them. They've been in many of our videos, and they are hunkered down in Baja, Mexico. I wouldn't mind being there with them right now.
Yeah.
And that is
Nice.
Richard and Cheryl Hampton. Richard and Cheryl Hampton, how you guys doing?
We're good, thanks.
Hey.
We're quarantined in paradise.
Yeah. What a place to be quarantined.
We were meant to be there.
Yeah.
You
Now,
know
is it-
what though? Go ahead.
I was just saying, what are the temps like down there right now? Is it getting warmer? Or?
Yes, it's in the high 70s.
Low 80s when the
that's
sun's
perfect.
out.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
but we're on a serious lockdown too. I mean,
We haven't gone to phase 3 yet. We hear that's coming this next week. So we've been allowed to basically go out for essential items and walks, although we can walk on the street and go in the store, but we can't walk on a deserted beach.
That's
It's a little bizarre to it.
one of those things that makes me crazy.
Here's the thing: is like the Hamptons were telling us that they have police coming from La Paz to make sure nobody was on the beaches. But since
We've
Paul
been
and I, we have been there on the Holy Week, that is the Easter week. Oh my God, it's like people go crazy over there, going to the beaches, camping, celebrating. So I think people or the cops over there, police force, they were trying to prevent that.
During Holy Week, but
those
normally
gatherings. But yeah, everywhere over there, the beaches are just empty and closed, and they're patrolling. They're not allowing people there. I don't know if people are abiding by that. Are they abiding by that?
They are because the police are patrolling. We got run off the other day when we thought we can just go for a quick walk.
Cheryl's a troublemaker.
But they actually have all of the entrances to the town barricaded, and they're manned by volunteers. And if you don't have residency here and can't prove you live here, they won't let you in. So they're basically telling the residents that are here, and we don't have anyone sick in our town. We actually have a doctor that lives upstairs from us, and there are no cases of COVID here. And they're not letting anyone in from the outside, but they still won't let us go walk on the beach. So I was just appealing to the delegation, which is the local government, and asking them to reconsider it, because they've just started letting the fishermen put their boats back in so they can go fish and feed their families, because obviously everything's closed. Nobody can work. You have a lot of very, borderline poor people here that, since they're not making money, they at least need to go fish. So I said, well, that's great, but how about let us just at least walk across the sand and get in and go for a swim in the beautiful ocean? That surely can't harm anything. So he agreed to take it before the council and see whether they'd consider allowing us to do that.
Awesome, Mirka.
Maybe you should take a fishing rod with and say you fishing for your dinner. Then they'll say fine.
There's a kayak upstairs. There's a kayak upstairs. I'll just put the kayak in, borrow a fishing pole, and then I'm out fishing, right? So I don't know.
There you go.
Did you see what Mirka did there? She found a loophole.
Yeah, Mirka found a loophole. That's awesome.
Oh, I always like to find loopholes.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So we've got one more to bring on. A special guest that this is the only way I get to talk to him is I have to bring him onto our show. But he's also in a very beachy paradise area, and that is my son. Welcome to the show for the first time, Mr. Shawn Sharone from Honolulu, Hawaii.
How's it going, everyone? Do I sound all right?
Aloha.
Yeah, you sound good. What the hell's on your face?
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, you don't have to shave when you don't have to go to work. It's nice.
Oh, he's
You
like
can
my
let it-
husband. He also stopped shaving.
Trying to compete with Aid and Richard.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
So Shawn,
Looking good, man.
Good to see you, Rich.
So Shawn, how are the beaches and what are they doing in Hawaii? I know it's a little bit different there. You were telling us that you're allowed on the beaches, kind of, sort of. So how is it working there?
Yeah, well, it's kind of the same thing that's going on with Cheryl and them, where you can't. It's a weird, again, loophole thing where you can't be on the beaches, but if you actually are in the water, you're considered exercising. So it's one of those things where they allow you to go get in the water to swim or surf or do anything like that. So it's a bit of a weird thing. People are still out and about, though. It's kind of weird. They said that we're supposed to be quarantining, locked down, but they're not imposing any government lockdown, so we're still allowed out. So it's a bit weird. I don't know.
So so you're saying that people are like out in the general public, you mean, or out walking around the streets and things?
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, everyone, since everyone has so much time off, everyone's exercising and driving around, doing all sorts of normal things. Me and my girl, we go for a walk pretty much every day, just either to the store or just kind of walk around.
I think there is nothing, and I was reading RV Journeys here that says that the park rules right now is people are still going out for walks, runs, and bike rides, but definitely respecting the 6 foot distancing. And I think that's the thing. As long as you're distant from other people, you can still go out for a walk. I mean, just for your mental health and exercise. Right?
And that's why I don't understand the whole beach thing. Like, why can't you go lay on a beach even?
Jose Sosa was saying Florida is starting to open again the beaches.
Florida,
right?
Florida, as of yesterday, Florida announced that they've got northern beaches up near Jacksonville are slowly starting to open up to allow people to go out, hike, bike, and walk. So again, why you can't go lay on the beach?
But still distance yourself from other people.
Sure, but lay on the beach. Why can't you set up 20 foot from somewhere else or 30 foot, right?
You can do it if you're distancing from
That's
other
what I
people.
don't understand.
But most beaches are vast, so
Right.
Exactly.
there's enough space to make social distancing.
There's more than enough space, absolutely.
And I have to say, here where we are, we can see people are out and about. Like people where we are not really afraid. It's your farmers here in Florida that they have to go out and do their thing, so they're not afraid of going out. We see a lot of people movement, but people, I feel like people are so done with being at home that now they're using an excuse going to the grocery store just to get out of the house because they're going in an essential trip. But it's you sometimes see somebody just with 1 or 2 things in the cart and that's it.
But as we talked about the other day, I feel like they're bottlenecking everybody who may be sick and may not be sick. They're putting them all into the Walmarts and grocery stores. Like I don't understand that. You can't go to an empty beach, but you can go to Walmart or to the local grocery store to get food. That to me doesn't really make sense. But so let's find out what everybody's doing with themselves while they're quarantined. Let's start off with again with Mirka. What are you doing to keep from going crazy?
I'm keeping my husband busy and giving him jobs to do, and I supervise.
Lots of honeydews, huh?
No, we go outside and we work on the camper, but the problem is our DIY stores and hardware stores are closed. So we decide to do something and then we hit a wall because now we're missing screws, we're missing this, we can't get it. So off to another project. But I've been crocheting. We've got a very large property, a big garden and everything. So, and our son with his family, they're living upstairs. So the grandkids are down here. And so we basically propagating succulents and things like that. I haven't been out since the lockdown.
Right. Oh, wow. Is that right?
Yeah, no, today,
when did yours
Sorry?
start? When did the official lockdown start there?
We are going now into 4. Oh, when did it start? Well, it's going to end in May. Well, let's see if it will happen.
So May 1st, it's supposed to be done?
Well, they're saying it depends on how many cases we get.
Right.
They said if it's going to be 90 a day, then they're going to have to extend it. But the thing is, they want to slowly let the people, like mining, they want the miners to go back to work. And because our power stations need coal and things like that. So they are going to be, becoming a little bit less locked down. But we can't go outside or anything. So today, Freddie decided he was going to go shopping because he wants to ride on his Goldwing. So he went down to the shop to do some essential shopping, and now he gets into the shop and he realizes, but wait, I can't just go and buy. What if it doesn't fit in the bike?
Right.
So he had to sort of mentally try. And I couldn't believe what he brought home, because we've got the Goldwing with all the boxes, but we've got it as a trick-or-treat. So he went off, and was he happy? A big smile.
Absolutely. Get out on the bike and get some. That's the ultimate in social distancing, being out on a motorcycle.
So next time it's me.
There you go. There you get to trade off. All right, so let's move over to Aid. Aid, what are you doing? Obviously, you're just sending your kids out to get stuff for you, but what are you doing other than that? Are you a movie guy? Do you play music? What do you do?
I've been watching a load of movies. I think I've actually killed YouTube. Playing a lot of music. The next door neighbours have complained a few times. I've actually started up doing modelling again, so like the model kits. I bought a few online and was like, let's have a go at doing a couple of model kits and some dioramas, because I've not done that for absolutely years. So I thought I'll do a bit of that, and then just walking around the beer garden and just doing little odd jobs around the garden and the pub until we can reopen again. So it's just
very cool. What kind of models? Like car models or houses or
tanks? World War II tanks.
Oh, very cool. That's a great idea.
It was just do a couple of dioramas. We've got a museum in the UK called Bovington Tank Museum, and they've got the last working model Tiger 1. And it was taken out by a couple of Churchill tanks. So I thought, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and build a diorama of the tanks taking out the Tiger 1. It'll probably go absolutely pear-shaped, but you never know. It might work.
Very cool. Well, we expect pictures online when you get that stuff done. So
Kevin Miller says that's not the modeling he was hoping for.
Yeah.
I'll have to get the mankini out, Kev.
Do some modeling. That's awesome. Robyn Ali, how about you guys? What have you guys been doing?
Talk about being a model too.
Well, I was still working up until last week, but I was off for all of last week. So my big journeys these days are from the bed to the sofa.
The male strip clubs were still open over there, were they?
Yeah, one of the few things it is really.
So are you guys consuming a lot of Netflix, YouTube, and all that kind of stuff, or are you guys doing some of the other stuff like Aid's doing?
No, we're just TV, films, Netflix, YouTube.
Right.
I'm going to learn how to crochet.
Oh, there you go.
I'm crocheting.
Rob will have a new hat. Oh, look at that.
I did that in one day.
One day. That's amazing.
Wow.
Well, we expect a new hat on Rob the next time we see him then.
I'll try.
Want some hair the next time I see you.
Richard and Cheryl, what are you guys doing down there? I'm sure a lot of YouTubing and stuff like that, right?
Well, we actually we've got a lot of different ways of watching different shows. Some shows that we've seen on TV that we never watched, now we're crashing through them and just watching a lot of them. And we've got a rooftop on this building that we can go up and sit up and see the ocean, and we
See the
can
mountains.
see the mountains.
We've got a 360-degree view with the palapa. So we have shade, there's a hammock, a table. So we go up and try to eat at least one meal a day up there, kind of looking out over our little village and getting some fresh air and sunshine. The birds are playing because we're at treetop level with the palm trees, and we've got a bird nesting and others that are mating. So we're just kind of trying to at least balance the TV time with some outside fresh air. And I drug out dance aerobics on Amazon Prime, and I'm making Richard get off the couch for at least a half an hour to an hour a day.
She's trying to kill
dance
me.
aerobics.
Why do we not have video of that? We need to have video of Richard dance aerobics.
There will be no video.
It's pretty funny.
Listen, one exciting thing we did get to notice, we did have a little bit of pornography going on. We had two birds making love. It was very, very exciting.
It's
Alrighty
springtime after all.
And Cheryl was teaching about the birds and the bees. Awesome.
This chat is turning a totally different way.
Yeah, just leave it to Richard to take this chat to like a whole different direction.
Level, right?
It's crazy.
But
Hey,
you're
look, I
going
couldn't
into
help it.
summer.
I couldn't help it.
Yeah. So Shawn, how about you guys?
Well, it is getting warm.
Oh, go ahead, Rich. It is getting warmer?
No, we're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shawn,
Okay.
you're also in paradise, so it's kind of sucks that you can't just go out and enjoy. Are you guys doing the beach thing or?
No, we stopped doing the beach thing because there are cops roaming the beach now that are actually kicking people off or even finding people. So we've stopped doing that. We just kind of go out for walks for that kind of stuff. But other than that, I mean, unoriginal answer like everyone else, just running through Netflix, Hulu, all the other streaming websites. Another thing that's keeping my sanity, I have a 3,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, which I haven't done one of those in a long time, but that's keeping busy. So that's.
Wow, wait a minute. My kid got up at 8 a.m. to be online, and he's doing a jigsaw puzzle. Who are you?
Well, I was gonna say if it makes you feel better, I definitely play some games now too. So back
at the core.
I know.
I know. I ran away all those years ago.
And some of the people here in the chat, they're actually sharing the ways they are actually entertaining themselves too. Brenda Coste, that she's cleaning her house and home repairs. RV Wandering. Tom and Faye, that this gotta be Tom. It's like that he learned a new computer language, read 5 books, and took up caricature drawing. So you should see the ones he have done.
Oh wow! Did you learn COBOL?
Now I feel lazy. He's like,
that's an inside programmer joke for those of you guys that don't know that our government's still using COBOL on some of their computers that they're using for all of the unemployment and stuff, which is like one of the oldest computer languages out there. So it's just crazy that stuff's still being used. Wow. So how much weight has everybody gained during this? Like
and that
all
was,
we're doing
that was
is eating.
Actually a question from Steven. Like I said here.
Like that's all we've been doing is hanging out with the couple that were here, super nice couple, but all we do is eat with them.
Well, there's not that much to do but socialize and eat. The nice thing about us here where we are is that we all quarantine together.
About the same time.
About the same time. So we are all able to talk to other people. And we have another couple with the ones we're staying with. And then we have Dave.
Yeah, you guys saw Dave, the guy in the golf cart.
So we have different people here, and since we're quarantining together, we're able to hang out with each other, so we're not that isolated ourselves.
Right.
So that has been nice. But yeah, when you get together, what you do?
And Vic and Tammy's mom makes these gigantic buns, and they're just like they're just delicious and terrible for me.
Tammy's mom, Doris, is like she's isolating herself, like literally isolating. She's not even seeing her daughter or nobody else. She's in the house with her dogs by herself, period. So what does she do? Baking. So the last 2 weeks we have had cupcakes and banana breads and this amazing dinner rolls. And yeah.
Then she just sends them all over here for us to eat. And it's just like, oh my goodness, I can't eat anymore.
So your question was like, how much
is everybody gaining weight from just sitting at home and not getting out?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well,
why do you think I'm thinking we should get off the couch? We're getting fresh made ice cream delivered to us from the little village up the road.
No.
And between that and the fresh sourdough bread baked by Cesar at the local bakery every Friday, it's like if we don't get up and move our little bottoms once in a while, we are going to gain an enormous amount of weight.
Wait,
We're going to fight it every
wait.
step of the way
Wait,
because we're not giving up eating.
hold on. Listen, she's really in a dream world right now because she said getting our little bottoms up. Because I got to tell you, we got a following here.
I haven't even gone near the scale, so I wouldn't know. I don't want to know.
Do we want to take some questions from people?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take some questions, and we'll start with Mirka here. I know the answer for the ladies. Stephen Yaffe said, "Here is a very important question: how many people let their spouse or partner cut their hair?" Mirka, is your husband cutting your hair?
No, he doesn't need to. Luckily, just before that we had the lockdown, we went to the hairdresser.
All right, cool. Abe?
So we're okay so far.
I
don't think Abe needs much.
I don't need much doing. He's just get up in the morning, run the razor across it, and that's as close as he gets. I love being single. I haven't got anybody to argue with.
There you go. And how about Rob? I know Allie's probably cutting your hair, right?
Yeah, I've done his. I've done my son's, but they won't do mine.
You're not going to let Rob cut your hair?
I said he could cut it. He won't cut it.
Really? You said he could cut it. Wow, that's awesome.
I'm not that brave.
Richard and Cheryl, how about you guys? Do you ever cut Richard's hair?
Hell no.
Wow.
I offered. He's trying to work a backdoor deal through our landlord who knows one of the beauticians here in town that he can like meet her and get his hair cut because he so does not want me to trim it.
Right. Yeah, somebody said the buzz cut is back. Go ahead.
Or a ponytail.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It's the stuff on top that bugs him.
Keep falling in my face.
No, but you've got to
told him it
brush it back, put gel on so it holds there in a ponytail.
And I know Richard is not cutting Cheryl's hair because Cheryl's hair is getting really long, so I know Richard's not cutting it.
Oh.
Yeah, I cut it.
Oh,
it has to be long enough to go into a ponytail because that's my normal do. So,
how about you, Shawn?
Just
Your
simple.
hair is the shortest I've seen it in a while, Shawn.
Oh yeah, it's getting a little bit scraggly, but yeah, we just got it cut kind of just before going into the whole quarantine thing. So yeah, well, hopefully Adora doesn't hear this, but I wouldn't trust her with a sharp object so close to my head. So,
wow.
Shame.
And they're new in the relationship.
Yeah, they're new in the relationship, so yeah, I wouldn't let her near your head with it.
Yeah, you got to build that up. Yeah.
I will say that Lori has been cutting my hair since we got on the road, so
yeah, I can tell.
She just cut it, and wow, did you hear that? Does that mean it looks good or it looks bad?
No, Lauren, it looks great.
Good job, Shawn. Good job, bud.
Not cool.
And kicked off the show.
And Lori will not allow me near her hair. I've tried many times to say, look, it's all I got to do is do this and cut it.
He's like, it's so easy. I just need to cut it just straight. That's it.
Yeah,
like,
it's not that hard.
Nope.
Never happens. No, never happens.
Doesn't work that way.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm surprised that the Shawn's normally got that beach bum kind of look going on.
Yeah. No. Well, I try to have it all combed up for you guys too. I'm not used to being on a whatever this is called, TV, radio, talk show. I don't know.
So where well, you do have a face for radio. I mean, a voice for radio.
Oh,
but
yeah, I'm your kid.
So where is Adora, by the way?
Right now, sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just out in the living room. So, yeah.
All right, cool.
No, yeah, she was up late. Yeah, she probably doesn't want to be on camera. So okay.
All right, cool. So what else is going on all over the world? I wish we should have brought the Mad Canadians on. We could have had, but we have 6 on here, so I think we can only do 6. This doesn't allow us to do any more than that. So Tom and Faye from Canada. What is everyone snacking on? Mirka, what are your favorite snacks during the quarantine?
Fritos.
Fritos? Okay. Abe?
Do you have Fritos?
Oh, yeah, we have Fritos. I think they're worldwide.
I
Yeah,
think so.
absolutely. Abe, what's your favorite snack, my friend?
Sorry to all you vegetarians and vegans, but it's pork scratchings.
It's okay.
That's dangerous.
It's all good. It's all good.
We still
That's
like
hilarious.
you. We still like you.
Oh, that's hilarious. Robyn Ali, how about you guys? What are your favorite snacks?
I've been snacking on fruit that comes wrapped in chocolate wrappers.
They're the best.
It's what? Fruit wrapped in chocolate?
Just the chocolate, no fruit.
I have been trying to eat fruit. I eat fruit when I'm at work anyway. But yeah, I'm still trying to eat my fruit, but there's a lot of chocolate around the house.
I'm a big chocolate fan myself, absolutely.
Oh yeah, chocoholic. Hello.
Yeah.
Richard
and Cheryl, what are you snacking on down there?
Everything.
And anything.
Anything and everything.
Everything.
Hey, Shawn,
well, we do.
Go ahead, Rich.
We do the homemade ice.
The homemade ice cream from the lady up the road
every night.
And she's Canadian, right?
Yes,
she is. And she custom makes us flavors too. Right now he's having banana fudge. We get cherry chocolate. I had the most wonderful lime with mint. It's amazing stuff. So we limit ourselves to once a day.
I have to tell you, Paul. Cheryl and I have had ice cream all over the world.
It's the best.
It's the best ice cream I've ever eaten in my life.
Really? That's saying a lot.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to try it when we come down there.
Oh, you will.
We're definitely gonna have to try it.
By the way, people thinking about the caravan is like Richard and Cheryl. Actually, they just reserved their apartment for next year, so they will be next year down there.
Yeah, they're gonna be down there next year already. They're already reserved, man, which is awesome.
And
we did.
Shawn, what is?
And Shawn, what are you snacking on, dude?
Take a wild guess as to it hasn't changed.
I know. Hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah, it hasn't changed at all. Still doing hot Cheetos. Still my go-to snack.
It's his addiction.
Really?
It's an addiction. Yeah.
What are we snacking on?
What are we snacking on?
Yeah, you're not answering that question.
I don't know. I don't know. Like when we go in the house last night, there was peanuts in there. There was crackers and cheese, and there was.
Let me say something. Tammy and Vic, the people we're staying with, the couple we're staying with, they just sold their house. They're closing on Wednesday, so they can go.
We have to leave.
They can go RVing. So it has been like getting rid of all their pantry and all their snacks. So she has a massive pantry, and she have even snacks she didn't remember she had. So it's like she put everything on the counter. It's like whatever you want, just eat it, take it.
Yeah, they just bring it all out and say have at it. So it's been a little bit of everything. But we're actually leaving their. They have 40 acres. They've sectioned off 5 acres that they sold off, and so they're moving over to the other 35 acres to Tammy's mom's house, and so we're moving over there with them in the next couple of days. So it should be cool.
Yeah, we're moving to over there.
Yeah, we're moving to it there. This is a great question because this was one of the weird things to me that happened during this whole thing. Again, we'll start off with Mirka. Does everybody have enough toilet paper and paper towels? Mirka.
We do, but it wasn't as bad here as in America and overseas and in Germany and all over.
Oh, great.
There were empty shelves, but not as bad as overseas where everybody was going crazy. But we have enough. Unless they extend it again, then we're going to be starting to run into a little bit of trouble.
Everybody in the world's going, what's with the Americans and their toilet paper?
Exactly.
It is not only Americans. My sister, she was between Slovakia and Vienna. She just went from Slovakia to Vienna, Austria. And she said in both countries, the shelves were empty. Like paper gone and paper towels gone too. So also in other countries. But Rich and Cheryl, they said they actually took a picture of all the toilet paper they could find in Mexico. Like there was no panic over there.
Yeah. So
no, there wasn't. I saw somewhere on somebody else's YouTube. I mean, right up to the ceiling toilet paper in the shops in Mexico.
Oh wow, yeah. Let's drop down to
What?
Richard and Cheryl. You guys,
Exporting. We were thinking about exporting to our friends in need because we have plenty of toilet paper here in Mexico.
now,
Good
Aid, what about in the UK? Did they go crazy up there?
They went absolutely nuts. The shops were just absolutely empty. The people were just going in, getting 6 big multi-packs and walking out in the trolley with 6 of them. So I've worked out there must be at least 30 people per family for that amount of toilet roll. And I'm like, really? I had to go out a couple of weeks ago to get some milk. And the gentleman came in the front of the store, dropped it down, and just slit the top. And there was 4 little old ladies that came in like vampires to get this milk. And I was like, do you mind if I just get one? And they're like, get off, it's mine. I'm like, I only want some milk, just the 1 carton. And they're like, no. By the time I get, there was 1 carton left, and like it's a pack of 24, and there was only 4 little old ladies. And I'm like, what's going on? And they were just taking. Oh, it's nuts. I just don't understand people, to be honest.
And Allie and Rob, you guys are in the same area. You experienced that in your area or was it just crazy town where Aid is?
Still trying to work out what the problem was, why it all went like it did for it. But yeah, all the shops around here, they were empty with it. But we went to Costco this week in Bristol, and they got abundance of stuff down there.
Okay, so yeah, the supply is starting to resupply, and
then
then they're going to make too much, and then the shelves will be overwhelmed with it. It's crazy. Sean, how about you guys?
That's exactly what's going on here. At first it was nuts. It was empty for a week. First 2 weeks is completely empty, but now you're starting to see all the stores are starting to get a little bit of a backstock, so it's not too bad. We've got plenty. We had plenty though, so I was thinking we weren't stressing. We were like, oh well, let the other people.
I was just saying, I said to my husband, I said to him, why are they buying the toilet paper? What about food? Because if you don't have food, you're not going to poop that much.
Well, I have to say, it's like here, it was all the toilet paper was gone, but also all the pasta, all the dry goods, it was all gone. So
what was funny with us is we're like, what's up with all these crazy people? Why are they doing that? So we didn't buy any. And then all of a sudden we get down to like just over a roll, and we're like, oh my God, what are we going to do?
1.75.
Like 1.75 rolls. I'm like, we're going to have to get out the face cloths and hand wipes and stuff and go out like that. But
luckily we found it.
We found it in Ace Hardware.
We got into a shortage of tofu too.
We got into a shortage of what?
Tofu,
yeah, that's.
We have a hard time finding.
Aid doesn't even know what tofu is.
Wait, you found toilet?
Use it for sticking stuff to walls, don't you? Tofu.
Oh my goodness!
Wait, you found toilet paper in Ace Hardware? Then?
You sure it wasn't?
You're sure it wasn't sandpaper? That'd be a.
It felt like sandpaper.
It did feel like sandpaper.
Like we have right now. Toilet paper, like we have a pack of 4 rolls that is taking forever to get through because it's super thin. You have to roll your entire hand with it.
One ply toilet paper is the most useless thing ever.
Like sandpaper. Yeah.
It's terrible stuff. And that question was from Chris and Brenda Mills. Thank you guys. Deb and Randy, our RV journeys for Canadians. Current temperatures where everyone is. Mirka. What is the temp there?
Let me have a look. Well, we're going into autumn, so let me tell you exactly. We're going into autumn, winter here, so but we still get like very high temperatures. At the moment, it's 20 degrees. Is it?
Okay.
Yeah, current.
So let me
20
get
degrees is.
Let me go Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, Fahrenheit. Okay, Celsius. So if we go Celsius, you said it's how much?
20.
It's like 70.
So 68 degrees there for Fahrenheit, folks. All right.
That's pretty nice.
And I'm sure Allie and Rob, let's go to you guys, and it'll be the same for all 4 of you guys.
Yeah, well, at the moment we're about 11. We're having highs of nearly 20 at the moment, but
so 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Richard and Cheryl.
75 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
So that's 24 degrees Celsius approximately.
Oh, okay.
And Shawn?
It's 77 currently. But Hawaii, we never go below 70 and never above 85.
Right.
So,
that's 25
We're
degrees
spoiled.
Celsius.
Constant summer.
Yeah, it's
endless summer. Yeah.
Endless summer, man.
It's crazy.
Oh,
And
it's
we are
nice.
here in Florida. This is the coolest it's been in a few weeks. 72 degrees. So 22 degrees Celsius.
It feels nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it feels
Well,
pretty.
that's a nice temperature.
We were gonna do this outside today. We thought, okay, let's get outside and do this outside, and it poured rain just about the time that we were getting ready to get on. So we
and
had
of course, right now it's beautiful. It just poured rain and went away, and now it's beautiful outside.
Yeah. So
April weather.
We were going to join from our rooftop, but we thought we might have too much sunshine glare.
oh man. And let me see what else we've got going on out there.
And just to let people know, is like if you are on YouTube or Facebook, like the video, just give us a little thumbs up. That will be very helpful.
Yeah, so Seeking Joy Now said this was a great idea. Fun to hear where everyone is and how they are coping. Yeah, absolutely. I thought, well, how can we do this? And there was certain people that came to mind. Merca, like I said, has been a longtime viewer. All these guys that are on here have been a longtime viewers, except for my son and obviously the Hampton longtime family. Shawn doesn't even know what this is. Like he doesn't even know why we're doing this, and he doesn't know what the motorhome experiment is. He really doesn't. Have you watched a single video, Shawn?
I might have watched a couple minutes of one video. I don't know.
A couple of minutes. You're falling behind.
I take the thing.
Yeah. Well,
actually, wait a minute. Actually, no. I take that back. I was just showing Adora. One of your latest videos. Your guys' editing is really heightened up. It's crazy. Like the intro editing is impressive.
Well, yeah, it's like Merca was saying that she used to watch it from the beginning, the very beginning, and we were like, oh my god, those were the rough times at the beginning.
Yeah.
Almost zero editing.
Dude, what do you think? This is your pops. You think that,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Not just a slouch. No, it's been fun. It's been fun for us to learn this. And all of these people that you're meeting are people that watch us from all over the place. So it's really insane to think about, and it's overwhelming sometimes. We've got people. We had somebody on just a few minutes ago. We saw from Saudi Arabia. We have people from New Zealand that watch, and it's really crazy. And we're super grateful for everybody that's out. Obviously, the United States is the biggest part, but yeah, we have folks from all over the world that watch, which is just mind blowing, really.
It's great not actually stopping up till 1
Paul.
Hold on just a sec, Richard. Aid, go ahead.
So it's great not actually stopping up till 1 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. Normally we do the live broadcast starting in the 5 or 6 o'clock. 8 o'clock on the East Coast. Yes. And so Aid comes on at 2 a.m., 1 a.m. to watch the live broadcast when we do Last Saturday Live.
You gotta be a night owl.
Oh, yeah. So, Shawn, just so you know, every last Saturday, we do Last Saturday Live, and we do a live broadcast on Saturday night. So that's it. We do that as well. So, Richard, what were you saying?
He's forgotten.
I forgot. No. I was just going to say that I know that Shawn doesn't get a chance to watch these, but maybe Shawn, with this time that you have on your hands now, but you could sit down at the TV and start watching a few of them.
See what your dad's been up to.
Come on, Shawn.
Maybe.
We'll see how they evolve with technology.
Hey, Paul, I got to tell you one thing. Yeah. It's been worth being on with you today because I got to see the baby boy.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
It's been a long time. Cool. Well, actually, I got to see you guys, though, when you came to Hawaii. How long? Oh, that was probably, 3 years ago now, at least.
And you've grown.
2
years. It can't be 5 because I've only been here 4. It might have been
4.
It might have been just
Yeah, it was just after Shawn got there. You guys visited, and then we were just there last October or something. I don't remember.
Somewhere around there.
Chris and Brenda Mills, they have another question. Do you all own RVs? What do you do for travel or vacations when you're not quarantined? So, Mirka, you guys are working on a RV right now,
Yeah,
restoring
we
one.
are. We had a travel trailer, and that we sold, and we now have got a Bedford. Actually, they usually are in England as well. A Bedford Pioneer. It's
Bedford
like
Pioneer Class C.
It's a Class C. Yeah, it's a motorhome.
Cool.
So
And
we're busy with that.
when do you guys expect to have the renovation done?
Well, now we can't get the mechanic, we can't get the electrical guy out, so we're gonna have to wait until all this is over.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, when you can't.
Yeah,
When
because
you can't get the stuff.
we need to get the electrics done, and we have a new engine in there, and there's a few little hiccups here and there which the mechanic has to fix. Now we can't get him to come out or anything.
Right.
So, but we've got lots still to do inside and everything. So.
What year is it?
It's a 84, 85, I think.
All right, cool. Well, we look forward to getting pictures when you get that finished.
I think I should send you some.
Yeah, we'd like to see some of the progress as well. That'd be kind of cool.
I can show you from the inside because the most is done inside.
There you go. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Aid, what about you, dude? Do you have an RV or?
No, I use a motorbike, pack a rucksack, pack the panniers, and then ride around the UK, picking a campsite and go, that'll do for a week.
Sure, make us all look bad. You do the manly way.
I do proper travelling. There's no moving a house to another part of another house, moving around the UK. Yet, I'm working on a transporter if I can get a VW transporter together and pimp that out at some point. But it's way too much money for what I want.
And it would be, I'm assuming it's really tough over there too, with the roadways and things being the area. I mean, you couldn't do with something the size that we have, correct? It would be a little difficult.
No, I did post some pictures like from last year or the year before. I think it was last year when somebody actually had a Class C. I think it was either a Class C or a Class A in a field, and one of the campsites I stopped at. But a Class B Plus is probably about the biggest you get for the UK.
Right. Do you see those MOGs? The MOGs over there, those big 4-wheel drive like African safari things? Do they have those there?
I've not seen one for a long while. I saw a few years ago, and that was we did some wild camping in Scotland, and a gentleman had one there. But I'm not sure where he got it from or what it actually was in the way of a vehicle as such. But it was a big 4x4 thing with a trailer.
Right. Right. And Mirka, do you guys must see those down in South Africa, right?
Yes, we do. We do quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because then they go to Namibia and those areas that you need something like that.
Right. Kevin and Laura, they're in between that and a boat, I think. I think they're struggling with whether they want to do the MOG or the boat thing. I think Kevin's leaning towards boat right now, but I don't know. Ali and Rob, what about you guys? I don't know if we ever asked that. Do you guys do RV thing? I know you guys like to vacation.
No, we're vacation. I drive for a living, so when I have a holiday, the last thing I want to do is drive. So
right.
You know where we're supposed to be right at this moment in time.
We're supposed to be going where you are.
Yeah, supposed to be visiting Richard and Cheryl.
Yeah.
So we'd like to get away as far away from home so we can't drive. I class Europe as drivable, so I would do it. So you know,
what time? When were you guys supposed to be in Baja? What, April 1st?
No,
we should have flown out on Thursday on the 16th.
Oh, it sucks.
It so does.
Yeah,
we waited over a year as well.
That is crazy. Had you been down to Baja before?
No,
not until we've seen your videos.
Oh, is that right?
Your fault.
Don't. I always tell people this. Don't blame us for your bad decisions. I tell Shawn that all the time. I tell my son that. Don't blame me for your bad decisions. Richard and Cheryl.
We enjoyed the videos last year so much that we decided we were going to go.
It really is a really cool place to go, and we're looking forward to going back down next year. So I don't know, maybe you'll come back down when we're down there in February, March of next year. Who knows?
Maybe.
Never know.
Yeah.
Or depends if we can travel or not.
Right. Richard and Cheryl, tell everybody what you have. Some people may know, some people may not.
Well, Paul and Lorena infected us with the RV fever, and we went full time 2 years ago in our Class A. And we've been traveling around between Canada. We've been following nice weather, basically. We go to Canada in the summer. We've done that the last 2 years, and Baja, Mexico for the winter. We actually drove our Class A down here last year, and Richard said one and done. So while we were here last year, we rented an apartment. And so we've been here actually since the 1st of January. We planned on a 3-month stay. I'm a scuba diver, so there's a fabulous national park just an hour from us here that I've been spending a lot of time down there diving this year. And of course, they're closed now, so I'm beached, and my gills are drying out a little bit. But and as Paul mentioned, and I think Lori mentioned, we've already rented our apartment for next year to come back. We stored our motorhome in San Diego, thinking we were supposed to be out of here the 1st of April to go back, and then we were headed up the West Coast again to Canada again for the summer. And of course, with all of this, it just didn't make sense to us to leave paradise and go up where there are way more people, lots more illness, and the uncertainty of where are we going to camp in our motorhome, because many parks, and state parks closed.
Right.
So we're in a beautiful little town. We're safe. There's food. Nobody's sick here. So we're just kind of riding it out. We're not sure when we're leaving. We currently plan to leave the end of May, but we may stay through June. We don't know at this point. We're kind of just playing it by ear based upon how the circumstances might change.
There's so many things involved down here that make it such a fantastic place to be, and the people themselves are amazing down here, and the food is nothing short of sensational. I mean,
wait, isn't it scary down there?
Restaurant. Is it what?
Isn't it scary down there?
Scary? Oh, yeah, it's scary.
Remember, we're the ones that were almost shot 10 miles from our house at the Route 91 Festival in Las Vegas. That's our home base, is Vegas. Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So, no, we don't find this scary. I mean, the reality is bad things can happen anywhere, and life's all about managed risk. So, we all have to make decisions based upon our own comfort level. But, we traveled down by ourselves. We didn't caravan when we came down into Baja. We stopped in very small towns. We were around, we don't speak the language. We use Google Translate to communicate as needed. And, we've had no problems, never felt unsafe. We walk around towns. Now, granted, we're not going to go walk down a dark alley in a major city at night. You wouldn't do that anywhere.
Right.
So, it's all about being smart.
Right. Yeah, we love it down there. We absolutely love it down there.
And Shawners doesn't have an RV.
And then, Shawn, we know, doesn't have an RV. He lives in paradise, pretty much. So what do you got? He just island hops, right?
Yeah. So Adora is from Big Island, so that's been a big thing we've been doing a lot recently, because it's only $80 round trip to go to Big Island. So you jump there, jump back. It's a 30-minute plane ride, and that's kind of where we do all of our exploring, because Oahu's only so big. It's pretty small island. So,
dude, are you doing any Hawaiian stuff? Like, are you surfing? Are you kiteboarding? Are you doing any of that stuff?
I don't know. Water sports aren't really things I've gotten into. I'm more of a hiker. I get up into the mountains. So especially Big Island has a lot of really cool hikes to do that in that regard. Yeah. But yeah, no, I've never really been a water person too much. I think you would know that I don't, me and the ocean never really agreed. So yeah. Right. Maybe it was that, that one time all the way back in Huntington Beach when we got, caught out in the was it Huntington, I think, that we got caught out, within in the current. That got a little bit scary. So I think since then I've been a little bit.
Shawn was probably, I don't know, 10 or so, 8 or 10 or something. And we got caught in a rip current. We were both boogie boarding, and we were out in the ocean.
In Newport.
And Newport.
Was it?
Oh, that was when he first met you. So he was 12.
That was when, it was 12, because we were visiting my grandmother. Yeah.
So we were playing around and not even paying attention. We were in and out of the waves. And next thing you know, we turn around and look at the shore, and we're way out. Like we got sucked way out. And so Shawn started to get a little bit freaked out. I'm trying to remain calm, but I was a little freaked out. I was like, holy crap, I can't believe how far we got yanked out. You were all freaked
out, but you're like, you need to go.
I was freaked out on the inside, but on the outside, I tried to remain calm. So we tried to ride waves as much as possible to get back in. We swam off to the side a little bit. But the waves were so big that at one point we got hit, and it smashed the boogie board over my arm and broke it in half. So now I've got Shawn on his boogie board. I've got a boogie board that's broken in two, trying to hang on to him and like paddle. It was a little bit chaotic, but he was not happy with that situation.
No.
And so after that, he didn't like the water too much after that.
He became cautious.
Yeah, he came a little more cautious of being in the water after that. Another question?
Yeah, at least with that stuff.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, at least with that stuff, but I still like to do stupid stuff like cliff jumping and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yes, that
I like to try and hurt myself. That's like you whenever I can.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe do you still do a lot of crazy things, or has Lorena kind of tamed you a little bit? A little bit more.
No. I still whenever I can, I'm going to do stuff. Like I just took up the kiteboarding thing. And so I've been doing the kiteboarding. I just got my equipment. The other day I got the stupid idea that I'm gonna put the kite up here on the farm and just fly a little bit, but the wind was pretty gusty. And I got the kite up, and then a gust of wind. It felt like it picked me up off the ground 20 or 30 feet. It was probably like 10 inches. But it felt like I was going to Dorothy and Toto into the next county. So I got the kite back on the ground and folded it up and said, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Okay, the first rule of doing kiteboarding, stuff like that, is don't do it solo.
Yeah.
Just in case you need help, somebody can be spotting you. What's the first thing he did? He went out there and did this solo.
Well, because I didn't want anyone to see me hurt myself.
I can have like 911 right here. I can have it ready.
Vic wanted to go film me hurting myself, but so I still do a little bit of that, Shawn, and I always probably will until I don't. But yeah, Lori tries. She goes, this is the deal we have. Lori will change my diapers as long as it's due to old age, not if I do something that I did something.
Yeah.
And this is like, we have 164 people watching, so this is my witnesses. If it's an old age, a disease or something, I will totally change his diapers for him. But if it's because he did something stupid, it's like, I'm out. It's like, So yeah, we have that deal.
Yes. So Seeking Serenity, the bars said, has anyone tried new recipes during the lockdown situation? Shawn, I know that the answer to you is no.
That hurts, actually. That hurts.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
so
we've been doing a lot of we actually have been making like enchilada stuff like that, stuff that I kind of somewhat familiar with making, but no new stuff.
Richard and Cheryl, any new recipes?
I don't use recipes. I just cook with whatever is fresh and available, and
Right.
so yeah, we're always having something new and different. So.
Paul, you have eaten with us. You know that Cheryl doesn't have one recipe. Somebody says, what's the recipe for this one? I don't know.
I make it up as I go along.
Right.
Well, I think the question is more along the way that have you tried something new?
Yeah, anything new though. Yeah, like have you eaten something that you normally wouldn't eat? And by that I probably mean Richard.
Did you eat peppers?
No, actually, I accidentally ate a pepper.
Oh.
Wow.
And
it must have been
and
terrifying for you.
All it did was just solidify my feelings of why I don't like peppers.
It wasn't hot, was it?
There you have it. No, it was just nasty.
Nasty. Peppers are delicious.
For everybody to know, Richard thinks ketchup is spicy.
Really?
Yeah.
That explains it.
Wait.
when I cook, I have to cook where I can portion mine off and then actually season mine because I like things a little spicier than he does. And so I've kind of learned how to manage around his objection. And it's not just hot peppers. He doesn't even like sweet peppers. I think this was a sweet pepper.
Oh, Lorena, that sounds,
He just
that
doesn't
sounds
like
familiar.
the taste.
Well, okay, listen, that is not true.
Yes, it is.
Ketchup is not spicy. I like a lot of spices. I just don't like real hot spices because when I'm eating, I don't want to perspire. I just want to be comfortable. So that's it.
It's okay. You're missing out.
Yeah, you're missing out. Robyn Ali, how about you guys? You guys have weird food in England.
No, we don't.
What do you mean weird?
Yeah, you do. You guys have like what's the stuff you guys have?
Judgmental.
Shepherd's pie
Shepherd's
or
pie.
yeah.
What's weird with
I
that?
prefer cottage
Spotted
pie.
dick.
What?
Cottage pie. I don't like
Spotted
shepherd's pie.
dick.
Yeah,
go to the chemist
what is
about
spotted?
that.
What is spotted dick?
Something you get from the chemist.
No, it's something you go to the chemist for.
Obviously, and here it goes downhill again. We love our viewers, man. They can just take us right down. So, what exactly is that food?
It's a suet pudding with sultanas in. It's like
And what
a
is
steamed
haggis?
pudding. A what?
Haggis.
No, nothing
That's
like
Scottish.
haggis. No,
That's Scottish,
it's
isn't
like
it?
yeah, that's Scottish. Yeah, it's
Mm.
like a steamed suet pudding.
Oh, yes, yeah. I've
Yeah.
never had it, but I've heard about it.
It's nice. It is nice, especially with custard, spotted dick and custard.
So let me
Oh.
ask you. Let me ask you, Aid Collins. Do you like spotted dick?
Not since about 1980 when I left school.
Oh my god!
Do you remember that? Hey, the school spotted dick and custard. It was the most vile thing going.
You could use that to put wallpaper up with. It was almost school semolina and rice pudding. Oh yeah,
Oh.
some wallpaper up.
It was some vicious stuff.
So have you tried anything new while you're quarantined? Anything new?
Yes. I became a vegan for about 30 minutes. Ben and Jerry. Vegan.
You tried the Ben and Jerry's non-dairy stuff?
Yeah, it was
It's
actually
awesome.
quite nice. I was
It's awesome.
so surprised. I picked it up by mistake because I was looking for the normal one and I didn't realise it was vegan. So I picked it up, stuck it in the shopping trolley and whatever, and tried it. And I was like, I could eat that again. Actually, that was really nice.
See,
It's just all about giving it a shot.
got to give it a shot, man.
I am not putting tomato. I am not putting bananas on bread. That is where I draw the line.
Oh, I agree with you.
Not going to happen. So yeah, no, but that was actually quite nice. It was the strangest thing I thought I'd try.
Yeah, see, just 30 minutes at a time, man. Coming to the dark side.
Oh yeah.
By the way, your mom says that you ate shepherd's pie at home.
I what?
You
My
used-
mom says I ate shepherd's pie at home. You never made shepherd's pie in your life, mother.
Well, probably she microwave it.
I was gonna say she didn't say she made it. She just said
Yeah,
had it.
she
So
probably just put it in the oven from the.
I don't
freezer.
know. Do they have that in Canada? I don't know.
It's a common thing.
I don't.
They even have it here in Mexico.
Really? They had shepherd's pie there?
Yeah. Yeah, I met the bagel lady this morning. We have several vendors that drive down from La Paz once a week, and she was meeting me with, and she had shepherd's pie. So we didn't get it because it had peppers in it.
Oh my god.
But here's the thing: it's like Paul thinks there's so many things that are so weird, but for the rest of the world, they're so normal.
Oh yeah.
Like
of course.
cereal, I will put fruit in my cereal, like sliced banana, or I put whatever in my cereal. Paul will not do that. Or even in my oatmeal, I will put strawberries, fresh strawberries, or something like that. Paul will say, "That's just weird. Why you do that?" So many things that people do commonly, but Paul thinks it's just so weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Allie and
Lori,
Rob. Oh,
Lori.
go ahead, Richard.
I just got to say, you know, you guys have been giving me crap, but your husband is just about as goofy as anybody about food.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like I know exactly what is he gonna order depending on the kind of restaurant. Like I know what he's gonna order in an Italian restaurant, in a Thai restaurant, in an Italian restaurant, because he always goes for the exact same thing every single time. He doesn't adventure too much when it comes
Every
to food.
No, I don't. Somebody said, okay, Allie and Rob, somebody said Scotch eggs. What's that?
Lovely.
It's a
excellent.
boiled egg with sausage meat round the outside, and then breadcrumbs on that, and then they're deep fat fried, and they are lovely.
Mm.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. I'm not an egg person, but that doesn't sound too
Ken
bad.
M Travels and RB Wonder said bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash. What's that?
Bangers
Sausage-
and mash.
Cooked sausages,
Sausages.
and then mashed potato and gravy.
And gravy.
Oh, so bangers are just sausages.
Yeah.
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 If you cook them too much, they go bang.
Okay.
We've got them here as well. Because we were a British colony, you know, once upon a time.
Now, okay, let me do ask Shawn, because my son Shawn would never eat, like he was not an adventurous eater at all either, and he was a vegetarian when he left home, but he moved to a place where everybody eats fish. So he actually started eating fish, which just blew my mind. And so now he eats all kinds of fish. So what kinds of fish are you eating now, Shawn?
Pretty much everything. I mean, that was something I was trying to get you to try, was like sashimi, so raw, just pure raw fish. And it's it's weird. It's something I just love now. It's so, it's so good. And there's also, Hawaii has a lot of very odd things with like deep fried, or Hawaiians are not known to be healthy eaters. I'll say that much. They're a lot of greasy and oily foods. Well, yeah, spam, yeah, for sure. Don't eat spam. Spam's disgusting. That's one thing I will not venture towards. But yeah, pretty much anything that's fish, I'll eat. It's weird,
that's
but
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I was trying to get you to try that, but
no.
This is a kid. When he was younger, I will eat fish, and I will like try to make him try it, and he will be like, I will not like eat anything that swims in their own feces. That was always his thing. And now look at him.
Yeah.
It washes off, you found out, right?
What's that?
The feces washes off.
Yeah, well, yeah, washes off, cooks off, all that. But fish is delicious. It's amazing.
So somebody asked if Shawn likes poi. I was surprised, but he does like poi.
Yeah, well, so I've
Really?
had different poi. Yeah, some poi is really, for those of you who don't know what poi is, it's taro root, which is basically this weird plant, and it's ground into this paste, this purple paste, and it's a very earthy flavor. Yeah, but it also has a little bit of this like tartness, like a little bit of a sourness to it that I started to like. And I mean, we don't.
What do you eat it with? What do you eat it with?
I mean, there's sometimes where it's kind of just what you have it with the rest of your meal. You just get a little side of poi, but I don't have. Yeah, basically. I don't have it, like we don't have it at home. It's only if we ever go out anywhere that we'll have it, because I've never had store-bought poi. It's always been from a restaurant or something like that. So, but yeah.
Never heard of it. Never had it.
So Megara D said, Shawn, is there one thing that you ate as a child that you don't like now?
Ate as a child that I don't.
I don't think like.
I think it's been the opposite. I think you've expanded your.
There's definitely plenty of things that I don't eat now, because I'm vegetarian plus fish, so pescatarian is the official thing. So there's plenty of things I don't eat that I used to eat as a kid, but yeah, I wouldn't say that there's anything that I liked as a kid that I don't eat. I don't think. Not that I can think of.
All right. Yeah.
Maybe Shawn, I tried having cheese sticks, like this mozzarella cheese sticks. I actually think I used to eat those as a kid, and you know what? I'm not a fan of them anymore. Those are a little gross.
What is that?
Like a string cheese.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's something. Maybe it's a nostalgic taste that just grosses me out. I don't know.
A nostalgic.
I love mozzarella.
Yeah, it's something. It just reminds me of. I don't know.
I love mozzarella. Oh.
Yeah, mozzarella is pretty good. Thank you, Seeking Serenity, from all former Patreon members who aren't able to donate to them at this point. Consider doing this super chat to send the love. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Chris and Brenda, another question. Do you all like beer?
Yes.
Mirka.
I come originally from Pilsen in the Czech Republic.
You have to. Yeah, you have to like it.
Oh,
so the beer runs through my veins.
So when you come out, they grab you, spank your ass, and feed you beer.
Right.
Pretty much. Okay. All right. Awesome.
That's something I noticed.
They do the same thing as hockey in Canada.
That's something I noticed in Europe when I went there that it shocked me, surprised me. It's cheaper to order and drink beer or wine than actual water. If you ask for water,
Yes,
it's more
it is.
expensive.
Well, everybody thought that the Germans were the biggest beer drinkers, but it's actually the Czechs. They are holding the world record.
Oh, wow. Aid, do we even have to ask, dude?
As long as it's real ale, I'm quite happy. I will drink some ciders, but anything other than that.
What do you mean real ale? Because I don't know alcohol, so.
All right, real ale is it's not like your American beers. It's proper beer.
Damn, he's launching bombs across the ocean, man.
Yeah, there's one called Hobgoblin, and it's a really nice real ale. So it's quite nice.
Awesome.
It's proper beer.
Awesome. Robyn Ali, are you guys beer drinkers?
I'm with Aid. Hobgoblin. This is the beer.
Really, Hobgoblin, huh?
Yeah.
I prefer cider or gin.
Yeah.
Or
Not a
gin.
gin lately.
Now, Richard and
I do like
Cheryl,
gin, yeah.
I know you guys aren't beer drinkers, but do you guys drink beer at all? Cheryl, do you drink beer? Only with Lori?
I have
Never.
once or twice, but I'm really not a fan. I mean, I have to say, though, I had a Guinness in a Dublin pub, and that was pretty tasty one time. For the most part, I'm a vodka drinker or wine. So I'm living on sangria down here, and fortunately, Richard doesn't ever drink, so he's the best person to go wine tasting with because he drives me around when we used to be able to go wine tasting. We'd go winery to winery while I would taste, and I always had a safe ride. So it's a perfect combination for us.
Right.
Abe, what you got there?
What's that?
Delicate.
Is that vodka?
Cat.
Oh, it's vodka. Yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Somebody said
I just
mead.
polished off the last of my stolen.
Somebody says mead. Is that a UK thing?
Honey wine. Yeah, the old honey wine,
Mead,
medieval
yeah.
honey wine.
Oh, okay. Did not know.
Not
And
many
Shawn?
places brew it.
It's what, Aid?
Not many places still brew it. You can get
Oh,
it
is that
to a
right?
Christmas market, or if they're doing like
Yeah.
a medieval festival type thing, then you can get honey mead.
Right, right. Shawn, are you drinking beer now, or what are you drinking?
Well, I do like beer. I drink a lot of local, so Hawaii has a few breweries on the island that I drink beer from, like IPA, stuff like that. Well, honestly, we've been on I don't know if you know all about the hard seltzer craze that's been going on. We've been drinking a few of those. Again, some local stuff, some like White Claws. It's a big one. They're just it's a nice light, easy to drink.
White Claw. Time to hand over your man card.
You know,
What's
hey,
wrong?
as part of the shutdown, Mexico closed all of the beer breweries. So there's going to be a worldwide shortage of Corona.
Well, we got
Beer
enough
that-
Corona.
I was gonna say Corona's not selling very well, anyways. Because people are idiots and think that drinking it will get you
Yeah.
sick. So.
Yeah, you're gonna have people go.
All Mexico closed.
What's that, Cheryl?
So Tecate, I said all Mexican breweries are closed. Tecate, Corona, you name it. All of the Mexican breweries were closed for 30 days. So they're not brewing beer in Mexico.
That's
So that's going to become a issue pretty soon.
That's probably because you had people going, we need to close down the Corona brewery to get rid of that Corona.
Uh-oh.
Wow, look at this.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, see?
Wait. Oh, there we go.
Is that?
All right.
Why does that
Cactus.
look?
Jack?
Why does that look blue?
Cactus Jack.
Bubble gum. That's why it looks blue. It is blue. Okay.
Cactus
Did you
Jack
say that
bubblegum.
it's tequila?
Cactus
And
Jack
then-
tequila.
Wait a minute, wait. I'm trying to get this thing. Oh, there, like that.
All right, cool.
There we go.
All right.
Bubblegum tequila. That
No,
sounds
no,
just
Ozzy, no.
Ozzy has come.
Now
Ozzy
that's
was
very
trying to say
nice
hello.
with what is it? Lemonade.
Very
With
cool.
lemonade.
So Lorena beer.
Well, I think at this point you guys know me very well. And I did not used to drink beer for the longest time. I was just more of a well drink or wine person. But since the whole brewery started, like they started popping up everywhere. And we like to go. Sometimes they have
To the microbreweries.
many of these places have vegetarian options, so we will go to these places to eat. And I will be like, oh, let me try something, and I will start with the sweet fruity drinks, beers, and then it's like I start tasting it and liking it more and more. And I will now go with the IPAs. For me, they're too bitter. The ciders are too sweet for me, but if I can find something in between that, it's like I'm in. So yes, I drink beer. But
We have also a lot of microbreweries here that it's just started. We've got now gin as well. A lot of gin places opening up that brewing gin and things like that.
Oh wow.
Oh, well, we haven't heard about that over here, but
yeah, gin. Oh, there's such a big variety that I know the old bitter gin, and now you get it flavored with this and that, and it's amazing. So many of them around.
Right.
But I'm with Shawn. It's like also do a lot of the White Claws, the hard seltzers. Is like that's my go-to drink. Like in a hot day when you want something bubbly, that's usually what I will drink.
Mm-hmm. And I, of course, as you guys all know, I've never had alcohol. I've never drank it on purpose. Let's say that. I've had where everyone's ordered and I order a Coke and they put one down in front of me and I go to take a sip and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, that stuff is disgusting. So, but I've never drank a beer, never had alcohol, like a drink, never done any of that stuff. And I love going to the bars. I love live music. I love hanging out at the bars. I don't know why. I love the environment. I don't like when people are shit-faced drunk, but I do like just the party environment and all that kind of stuff.
Drunk?
That means really drunk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And but I do like hanging out at those places, and then I can get my baby home safe if she's had one too many.
Yeah, we have the perfect partnership.
Yeah, we're like Richard and Cheryl. I can drive her to the wine tastings and stuff. So
that's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. So
we
again,
both drink wine.
Your hubby and you both drink?
Yeah, so we've got a problem. Get an Uber or something.
I have to say that's when Harvest Host is amazing because you can go and park your RV at the winery.
Yeah.
So if you both drink, you do all the wine tasting, or there's also breweries and distilleries on Harvest Host that you can go park, do the tasting, and then you just walk back to your RV and stay overnight there. So
no, we don't have Harvest Host.
Well, yeah, they're not overseas.
Yeah, we've actually. Yeah, we have harvest hosted it at we've harvest hosted it at several wineries throughout the West Coast area, even up into Canada. And it's quite lovely because you generally get a nice private tasting tour, and then you're camped next to these beautiful vineyard, and there's absolutely nobody there in the evening. It's quite a lovely way to spend an evening in the RV.
Right. Yeah, it's awesome. And Megara D here says allows her to drink to tour the wineries. Yeah. So if you're by yourself, let's say, or if you're like Mirka and you both husband and wife drink, it allows you to go park at the winery. Both of you can have a drink, and then you're staying there for the night, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it at an hour and a half, guys. I want to thank our special guests, everybody from all over the world that have stopped in to talk about all this. So this has been really cool. Mm-hmm. It's great to see how everybody's handling it from all over the place. And it's really cool to see the people that aren't just totally panicking, because again, this too shall pass. So, we'll all get by this. I think we just need to stay as safe as possible. I'm not big on the whole having to stay indoors thing. I don't see any problem with
have 35
people
acres.
going outside. Yeah, we have 35 acres, so we can go hang out on there. But like Richard and Cheryl said, somebody said, well, if one person goes to the beach, everybody can go to the beach.
Yeah.
if you go to Baja, Mexico, and you're there in season and everybody's at the beach, there's going to be 40 people in a 3-mile stretch of beach. So it really doesn't hurt when you're out there. And the same thing with a regular beach. I've never been to a beach where our towel is touching the towel next to us. Like there's always going to be 15, 20 feet separation between you. So as long as it's not spring break or something like that, I don't really see the issue.
Smart about it.
We need to be smart.
Paranoid about it.
Yeah, we need to be smart, not paranoid. And read the information, stay informed on how this is all working, making sure that you're informed and you're not just spreading misinformation. I would read the CDC and the WHO stuff. I know WHO is a weird topic right now for people, but the WHO and the CDC websites is where you can get information on the virus, whether you like the organizations or not. You can get information on the virus there. So at least you're getting, don't get information from the guy's third cousin who said he was a doctor once that, operated on a goat back on his farm. And like, there's just so much of this. Well, I heard from a guy who said this. That's not good information. So, don't get too paranoid about hearing this crazy information. Try to find it from the source. Every time somebody says to me, this is what you need to do, I immediately go to the web, boom, 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 a couple of checks, and you can see within a few clicks of a mouse that information is good or not good. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Do you have anything further?
Thanks for the invite.
Thank you.
Wait.
What RV Journey says, thanks everyone for letting us travel the world from the safety of our homes. And I think that's true. We have people from all around the world. It's like, and with the magic of technology, we can be all together hanging out.
Yeah,
which is a blessing. Can you imagine us being in lockdown without cell phones and all that, being in contact with everybody around the world? We'll go crazy.
Absolutely. So we're going to say goodbye to you guys one at a time. We're going to start with Mirka. Mirka, thank you so much for hanging out with us from South Africa. We appreciate you.
And I think the hubby should come out.
Yeah, where's your hubby? Bring him out.
I don't know. He's in the TV room.
Oh, he's in the TV, watching from the TV?
He's watching this.
He wanted to hide out there.
Yeah, I don't know where he is.
All right.
But thank you very much for inviting me. This was really fun. What?
Thank you.
Oh, he's coming.
He's coming. All right. Make it quick.
There he is.
All right, cool. Hey, hubby, thank you for loaning us your wife.
He was watching me on the TV, so that's like I'm a celebrity now.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right, Mirka. We'll see you later. Bye now. We're going to kill off Mirka. And Aid, where did you go, dude?
He went to the bathroom.
I wanted a cigarette, so I thought I'd just turn the camera off.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll start with Robyn Ali then. Robyn Ali, again, from the UK, Robyn Ali Wehbe. Thank you guys so much. At least when you guys see them in the chat rooms and things, you'll know who they are now. So we appreciate you guys hanging out from the UK.
And hopefully you make it to Cabo at some point.
Oh, we'll be there.
Yeah,
we'll be
we're
there.
waiting for you.
Awesome.
See you next
Thank you very
year.
much. Lovely to have met you all.
Nice. Take care. Bye. Aid Collins, the man, the myth, the legend. Aid is, I love Aid as one of our viewers. The guy is always positive, always funny, and always contributes in a positive way to the channel and to the community.
Describes Aid is funny and sarcastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like that will be him.
It's the best form of wit ever. You can't beat sarcasm. A lot of people don't understand it, but I can walk away positive if I be sarcastic.
There you go. Absolutely. So thank you for joining us from the UK, Aid. We really appreciate you, bud. We appreciate you being part of the channel. Hopefully you'll make it over here one of these days and we'll be able to shake hands and give you a big hug.
You all stay safe.
All righty, guys. Take care.
Okay.
Richard and Cheryl, as always, we appreciate you guys. And obviously we're going to hang out with you guys sometime here soon. And obviously next year in Baja as well. So hopefully people will be able to come down to Baja and hang out with all of us down there.
Come on down. It's beautiful here.
Sean,
We may still be here.
Rich, Cheryl.
I just want to tell you, bud, we really miss seeing you. We've got to get over there and see you one of these days. Take good care of yourself.
Come to Baja.
Yeah, come to Baja.
We'll all be here next
Bring a door and come to Baja.
Yeah, as long as you take care of the tickets, we'll be there.
Oh, that you got to talk to your dad about that.
All right. Right.
We'll
Hey,
talk.
you-
We'll talk.
Well,
February
okay.
and
Bye.
March of next year. So we'll see you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.
And Shawn, thank you so much for getting up early. I know it was a little bit tough for you to get up that early. We were an 8-hour difference from Shawn in Hawaii doing an 8 a.m. broadcast to South Africa, Merca at 8 p.m. So a 12-hour difference from the first to the last people, which is weird. So we did a little time traveling today. So that was kind of cool. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Love you, Dud. And we'll talk to you later.
Absolutely.
Bye,
Bye. Tell Adora we said howdy.
Absolutely.
Bye. Thanks to everybody who hung out. You guys are amazing. We'll see you guys again soon. We'll have some more videos out in the next week or so.
Yeah.
And that's
maybe
all
we
got.
can do a live, just you and I, so we can actually chat with the entire chat room.
We'll do a last Saturday live, but yeah, maybe we'll do another live here one of these days. Oh, for you folks who are still on, Kevin and Laura are doing lives on Thursdays. Check out their channel. They're doing cooking stuff. So if you are interested in cooking, especially any of the vegan or vegetarian cooking, definitely check them out on Thursdays. Go hang out with them and share a meal. So they go on, they're cooking, and they share a meal with you for an hour and a half or something like that on Thursday afternoons. That's kind of cool.
The downside, you get hungry and you start eating.
Yeah, have food with you because you will be hungry. So anyways, thanks guys for hanging out. That was awesome. Had fun. TME from around the world. That was cool. Thanks guys.
Awesome.
We'll see ya.
Bye guys. Oh, like our RV journey says no jet lag. All around the world and no jet lag.
All around the world, no jet lag. Yeah. Oh, Traveling B. We'll see you guys soon.